Welcome to the DO Boxing Show. I'm your host, Dameon Okposio, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. In this episode, we're taking a look at some sparring between two very experienced amateur boxers. Roland Jeffrey Membreno, who's in the red trunks and black top, and Jhevani Dixon, who's in the red trunks and the red top. This occurred on Wednesday, January the 10th, 2018 at Dewith Boxing Studio in Mississauga, Ontario. Roland Membreno is from King of the Ring Boxing Club in Brampton, and Jhevani Dixon trains at Dewith Boxing Studio. Both of these guys are going to be looking to turn professional in 2018, and both of these guys are exciting fighters. When it comes to sparring, especially sparring people from different gyms, it can really help in terms of keeping a fighter sharp. Yes, you're going to be sparring with guys at your own gym, but sometimes you can get used to the things that they do. And in order to stay sharp, you need to be challenged, see different movement, have different pressure coming at you, and work on different skills like cutting off the ring with different people. So in this sparring session, not only was it entertaining, but both guys were working on a lot of different things like body work, moving, cutting off the ring, working on the inside. And it was entertaining because even though it's not an actual fight, even though these guys are going less than 50%, it's still very exciting to watch two entertaining fighters working together. And that's the thing about sparring. It's not supposed to be a fight. You're supposed to be working on skills. You're supposed to be working on the things that you're bad at so that you can get better and make yourself an actual complete fighter. And it pushes you so you can test those skills that you do repetitively, day in, day out, and try and use them on basically a moving person that's going to actually be trying to avoid you completing those different techniques that you drill in the gym every day. The other thing that a lot of coaches will take into consideration when two guys come in to spar is weight, experience. Both of these guys are experienced. Dixon is a little bit heavier than Membreno, but he also sparred a little bit before this actual sparring session. So the coaches take it into consideration. There, of course, has to be respect amongst the fighters as well. And when that occurs, guys can get extremely sharp. If you haven't been to a boxing gym, but you're a boxing fan, I would recommend going down to a boxing gym, checking out classes, watching the pros there if there are professional fighters. Follow them. You can follow these two fighters. They're both on Instagram and Facebook. And see what the fighters put themselves through. And this is a daily grind for fighters. And that also gives you more of an appreciation for what they do when they're actually inside the ring competing. So these guys are a perfect example of how you work together. want to see a sport grow, you got to give it the support. So thanks again to everybody that tuned into this episode. Hope the sparring was entertaining for you. And remember, if you have any questions related to boxing, send us a message through Twitter at DOKPOSIO, through email okposio@hotmail.com, and don't forget to subscribe through YouTube to get every episode of the DO Boxing Show. Thanks for tuning into this episode. Enjoy the rest, and we'll catch you on the next one.